with that St. Mary. St. Mary with that. St. Mary with St.
Oh, you gotta be careful, you know. Yeah, man, yeah, careful.
Hey DDT fam, blessed day to you. Hope that when you get to watch this video, you and your family will find yourself in good health, and most of all, want you cock up in your bed and watch this one. Okay? I am going to be making for you today, and I told myself I want to make this on the Jamaican Demi strain because it's such a back then thing to me. I want to show you how to make some Bissy tea. So what I'm gonna do, I am gonna show you the Bissy. It's in its dried form. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see how much I can get a clip from when Dad was grating the green Bissy and put it there for you. This is the Bissy in its dried form. Yeah, and I'm gonna see if I can get a clip. Most Jamaicans know it, but it makes a beautiful tea. It is next in line to the Jamaican chocolate tea, the one where we cut the chocolate. I'm going to do that for now, right? That one have to. We had some, but it got all, you know, sort of moldy, so we had to put it out. We had it from about almost 3 years now. It can keep a long time, you know, but we didn't get to get the mortar. So what I want to do is get the mortar before we start to get the chocolate. So because when you start drying that chocolate, once it comes down, rain come down and wet it, you have to just throw it out because it gets moldy. So I'm going to be making today some Jamaican Bissy tea. I'm gonna put what's that thing? I'm gonna put some coconut milk in there for you. So okay, right here you see me, I got some nutmeg mace. Nutmeg, see it? This nutmeg is ready. Normally when the nutmeg is not shaking in the shell, it's not wise. That's why, you know, when you go to get it, you to try to shake it, because sometimes them not dry. Because all the nutmeg comes, it drops under the tree just like the Bissy, and you got to pick it up and put it to dry. You know? That's how it's harvested. So I'm just gonna be using 2 mace of 2 small nutmegs. And at this time of the year, this in the morning, because of baking time. So when you have some of this now, you have gold. So I'm gonna use the mace of it. You can also grind in your grinder some of the mace each time you use it. I would suggest you just grind it when you're ready for it, freshly grounded. Don't grind it and put it up. Because you grind it and put it up, it's that nice kicking fresh flavor, you don't get it. So if you got some nutmegs with the mace, like how you see, I got a holy pie right there. You just remove the mace, get a nice dry, clean glass jar and put them in there as they are, whole as they are now. When you're ready to make your spice and stuff, you just pick out the amount that you want and you can grind it and put it up. It's a very good spice. In fact, I have a video on my Patreon page that I show them how I made my very own mixed spice. I also add a bottle of store-bought, and I did compare them. They look just the same, but mine, it was just over the top with flavor. So if you have this, you don't want to grind it out and have it all there. Just put them as they are in a bottle. When you're ready, you just take it and grind it fresh. That flavor kicks at that time. So I'm gonna use a little nutmeg mace right here. I've got me a piece of dried orange peel. You must always try to have that. And I also have some cinnamon, Jamaican cinnamon, and a little piece of the stalks, you know. So I'm gonna go wash them now and come back. Okay, now so I've catch my water on it, just like how you that. That is how you start prepare. This is how you start preparing the Bissy tea. You get the flavor from your spices, or just like how you do your chocolate tea. So the chocolate is in the solid. Yeah, some people grate it to get it, you know, scattered out. But I show you when I get the chance. I am definitely going to give you that video, and it will be on this channel, God's willing. I'm going to show you how my mother did it. She do it different from how I see everybody else do it. You know, she has her thing. She did it a little different. So I'm gonna put the water on now to come to a boil. I make it boil like how me do porridge forget out the spice. Also, I'm going to put a little grated nutmeg in there from now, because a lot of people don't even realize that the nutmeg has more than one different flavor in spice. This is a nutmeg of itself. This has a different flavor from the mace that you see me put in there. The mace is way stronger, way more flavorful. So I'm going to put in some of the direct nutmeg, the nut of itself. I'm going to grate a little in there now. And it's not a lot of tea. So what I put in there, that's okay, because it is said, and I think I agree with that, nutmeg is supposed, you must make sure your nutmeg goes through some hot water process, you know. Yeah, because nutmeg is kind of toxic, you know. Not kind of, it is toxic, so you got to know. I told you all the time, you use it in moderation. Don't go overboard with it. It is good, and then it cannot be so good, okay? So I'm going to leave it to come to a boil, and then we're going to come back to it. We're going to make old time, long time Jamaican Bissy tea. I think this tea is very underrated, Jamaican Bissy tea. But it is very underrated, but it is a beautiful tea. So it's boiling right there. You see that? Yeah. So you see the water, it turns. So I'm going to do a little scrape round. And this is something that I always, you know, see my mother do as a little girl coming up. Anything she cooks, and as it comes to the side right there and so on, she always scrape it around. She said bring back the flavors intact. Now that it's boiling, the Bissy is in the dried form as I showed you. And this is something that we keep on hand back in Jamaica too. It's good for any farmer, like you get a little food allergy or any little insect bite you, you know, until they can probably reach to the doctor. It's always good, yeah. Even animals too. But me not going at that now, you can give it to. So I'm gonna put about, this is less than a tablespoon. So I'm gonna put about 3. And mind you, this amount, it's a lot when it was green. So I'm putting 3 in there. Wow. And I'm going to show you the color that it turned it to. I'm going to show you the color, and I'm going to show you the power of it. It is powerful too, because it's foaming. So if you know what I do now. So you see it? Let me show you. You see that? Boiling. So it's on the low. I'm gonna let it stay there and boil for about, maybe about 3 minutes. If it was green, I would have let it boil for probably about 10 to 12 minutes. But it is dry, so I'm gonna need it for something now. So you see it now? You see it? All the spices and everything, but it has a separated look. Look at this. You see it? The Bissy is one part and the liquid is one part. So I'm gonna leave it there to boil for probably about 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna cover it and let it steep for about 45 minutes, okay? You will see me back at the end of the steeping period, and that is when I'll show you how I had the coconut milk and what you got to do again before you can have it. Jamaican dried Bissy tea, it can be done green, but when you get it, after it doesn't stay green for, unless you're that country, you have the tree near you. I think I've done the green one on one video, yeah, on this year. I'm gonna link that video for you. But I don't remember if we went in depth, okay? Now make sure I watch it, because it will come over. It is like boiling there for a little now. This tea is a very underrated tea. I don't know why, but it is next to the chocolate tea. I don't know which one you love, but if you know about it, comment and let me know. All right, tell me in the comment section. Tell me what you know about this. This is here. We got a lot of it in St. Mary. A lot of people tend to I don't even know if some of these young people know it. I don't think they do, but a lot of my age and little older, they know it. So that's where it's at. Make sure, say, if you can get this anywhere to buy, any West Indian store you buy, keep some. This is very good to have at home in the dried form. You don't have to put it in the refrigerator. Make sure your bottle is just properly sterilized. A glass bottle. and really clean, and you make sure it's properly dried. I dried mine on my island inside the kitchen here. So I'm gonna make it cook for a little time, and I'm gonna come back, scrape it around, leave it to steep. When it's finished steeping, I'm gonna strain it off, me come back. At that time I'll need to add my coconut milk, and I show you how I do it. Drop me a comment below if you know about this, if you ever drink it, if you still do. So okay, now DDT fam, I have it here all finished steeping. What I'm gonna be doing now, I'm gonna be straining it. I wanna strain it. You don't really have to definitely see it, but I hope I don't make a mess right here. I'm just gonna be straining, and I wanna show you something. Alright, I'll strain. This is what it looks like. Yeah. So, my mom would never make a dried Bissy tea. She would make it green. She would just send us go pick up the Bissy from the tree, or she would pick it up like the day before, and she would just grate it green and just make the tea. She prefers it that way. It's rich and thick. That's what she said. She would never make the Bissy tea in the dried form. No, she would not. In fact, she never keep it. She just, if you see her with dried Bissy, she use it like for, you know, other little reasons, like for like food poisoning or so. But for tea, she would never use a dried one. So all strained. And everything is clean right there. Now, I have here 1 cup of freshly squeezed, rich coconut milk. This is what you put in there. You can put your condensed milk too, you know, but the coconut milk just gives it that thing. So I'm gonna put all of this in there, and it's gonna turn it so milky. Look at this. Wow, I can't even tell you. This is how the coconut milk does it. This is, yeah. Now that I've put that coconut milk in there that is so fresh, I am going to turn my stove on. I'm gonna leave it to scald. If you know what scalding, the process scalding is, then you can't let it boil. Just as how we would do the fresh cow's milk back in the days, you are going to let the heat stay right there. So you got to monitor it, because if this boil over and that thing out of the coconut milk come up, it's not nice. When my mother would have, when she was alive and she does it green, she would make the Bissy cook with the spices to a certain level, and then at maybe about 10 minutes before it's finished, she would put in her green coconut milk, and then she would proceed to let them boil together. Now that it is like this, I am scalding the milk in there. I think I had done the green one, and I'm not sure. I'm gonna check if I can find that video, maybe some years ago, maybe about 3-4 years ago. I'm not even so sure, but we'll see. So you got to monitor it. You're gonna let it stand there until maybe about 5 minutes, depending on your heat. It cannot boil. You gotta let the heat just go right through that coconut milk. And when you will know, maybe you'll give yourself about 5 to 7 minutes. Monitor the heat. It must be low. If you put it too high, it's gonna boil, and you don't want it to boil. That process will help for the coconut milk not to bother your belly. Because you know, fresh coconut milk, without it being properly cooked, you know it will give you some belly movement. You know that. If you don't know that, you know that now. If you know that, type it in the comment section. Also, I want you to tell me what you know about Jamaican Bissy tea. I'm going to let it stay there and scald. I'll be monitoring it, and then when I return, I'll show you how I sweeten it up. It's not anything hard. You can put, as I say, you can put your milk of choice. But the coconut milk just gives it what it wants. You will just drink it, but I know say you drink it, but it won't taste as if you use the coconut milk. Next clip. Try to use fresh coconut milk though. Don't use the pack one if you can. So right here, you see the cream is building on top. I just shake the pot, that's why it broke. So you see this? Look at this. This is what you don't want to come over. Now it is called, you can turn your flame off. It anyway now to start boil up and come over. So you see that? You see this? You see this? Yeah, so you wanna mix out. You see the heat coming out of it? The milk has been scalded. You don't want it boil up. Right? I've turned the flame off and I'm putting it together. I'm gonna add some sweetener, which is a little brown sugar. If I had honey, I would. Or, you know what is good to sweeten this? Cane juice, freshly squeezed cane juice, Jamaican natural cane juice. My mother would have put that with it, but I don't have that. Putting in a little salt, that is to bring the flavors together because of the coconut milk. If you want to know why I put salt in there, that is to bring up the taste of the coconut milk. You won't get that togetherness. I'm gonna put about a teaspoon of vanilla extract in there. Or I'm gonna have a vanilla extract for regular vanilla. Now I'm gonna sweeten. And this should come together properly. If you had some fresh Jamaican cane juice with this coconut milk and this Bissy, oh, tell me if you know nothing about them something there. And some freshly made bami with some coconut rundown with saltfish in it. Talk to me. We need to do some of these videos on the Jamaican Deb strain. I think I'm gonna be doing some of these freshly made bami with some of this tea with just the Jamaican rundown. And you just, oh my word, come leave it in the comment section. I'm gonna finish now and I'm gonna pour me a cup and I'll come back and taste for you. Why? Here we go. The sun is on the outside, but it doesn't matter. Cheers. From my DDT kitchen to yours. It's Jamaican Bissy tea with green coconut milk. Please do enjoy when you get from Mexon, or if you know about it, a freshly made bami now with some coconut rundown and some, listen to me, talk to me about that one there. That one you can't go on the cooking journey, gotta stay here. It is too old time, it's too old. Talk to me about that if you want to do that. Freshly made bami with the coconut legally. We need to do some more talking over here about back then food. I've never heard anybody call coconut rundown legally except my mom. Have you ever heard your old time people call rundown legally? Oh, my mouth is watering for fresh. If you know about freshly made bami, talk to me now, man. It holds the heat just like the chocolate tea. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Never let the evil around you. Never let it take control of you. Stay up on top of things with a cup of Jamaican Bissy tea. Talk to me in the comment section.